We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Ian Happ, with the season coming to a close, the senior circuit's leading hitter makes his case for a batting title. Next. Brandon Woodruff, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's kept his average up in recent games. The competition has been fierce, but so far he's managed to fend off all comers in pursuit of a batting title.
Yeah, and if you're going to win a batting title, you wouldn't want it any other way. You don't want somebody to go in a massive slump and fall off the map. This is going to be a race to the end. Two guys fighting it out, and who's going to have the best finish to the season?
7-11.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. McCutchen is under it. Makes the play, one away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What do we need to know about this lineup, D-Row?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Dansby Swanson is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. And he's really continued to turn in strong performances day after day. His average in his last 10 games is over the 300 mark, but then again, that's nothing new for him.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist.
Bases are empty, one man out. I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there, and he's out.
That is third. The left fielder, number 32, Franmil.
Now to the plate, Franmil Reyes. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Justin Steele will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Willy Adames. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. First pitch of the at-bat. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Though he's been stellar overall, his batting numbers over the last 10 games are closer to the league average.
He's finding a way to still mix in a knock over the last 10 games and keep himself above water in this batting title race. But he certainly doesn't look as comfortable as he did the previous couple months.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Willie Adames is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. In is Christian Yelich. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Recently, he hit the 40 home run mark for the season. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third.
Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately from top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice, pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
So now to the plate, Michael Brasso. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here at 3:04. 13 home runs and 44 RBIs. Takes this the other way to right. Bellinger will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. We are still scoreless. At the plate, Cody Bellinger. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard.
You know, this guy affects the game, Dero, in so many ways. He drives in runs. As a matter of fact, he's 3rd in the league right now in runs batted in.
Yeah, we need to honor the RBI a little bit more. I know it's a total team stat, but in today's game, there are certain guys who have a knack for the ribby, and he's certainly one of them.
And he fouls this one off. Hit back up the middle. Adames picks it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And, guys, I'm going to be locking in on Willie Adames. Elite shortstop up the chute. Young, good hands, quick feet, strong arm. Came over in the David Price trade, and we've watched him slowly creep his way to the big leagues.
At the plate, Patrick Wisdom, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And his average has been hovering close to 300 in recent games, but for a guy who's competing for a batting title, he'll want to pick up the pace even more.
He knows it. He knows he has to pick up the pace a little bit. This isn't going to get it done. The last 10 games, although he's finding ways to help his team and get on base, if he's got any chance of winning this batting crown, he's going to have to elevate his batting average just a little bit more.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Standing in, Alfonso Rivas. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And he falls behind 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. No balls and a strike to count. And while he's been a dominant offensive force this year, a quick look at his last 10 games paints a bleaker picture. His batting average is below 250 over that stretch.
And this is the last time you want to go into a little mini slump right here. Dog days, you want to finish strong. There's only a handful of games left. You're fighting for a batting title. He has to find a way to maybe take 2 steps back, maybe give away an at-bat to calibrate that fastball again. Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University.
Into the box now, Jesse Winker, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. 287 the average coming in, with 36 home runs and 91 runs batted in. The 1-0 home.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. The 2-1 home. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting 6th, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. In now, William Contreras.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Brewers are into the box now. Christopher Morrow. He's the #7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Tucker Barnhart.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
2-0.
Fouled away. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner run so far.
1 out, nobody on. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Steele.
The pitcher, Justin Steele, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a throw over to first. from the stretch. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Digging in, Ian Happ. In his career against this pitcher, he's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. First offering on its way. Fouled off. Comes set, the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. 2-2. Here it is.
3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Here's the payoff pitch, and it's fouled away. Barnhart stands at second with 2 gone. Hit hard to short. Adames scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Pablo Reyes, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. A ball and no strikes. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Batting 9th, the pitcher.
Into the box now, Brandon Woodruff. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. High in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next will be Willie Adames. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired. Brewers sent packing on just 4 pitches, but they lead it 1-0.
Leading off the Cubs, the shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Down and away, ball 1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Fly ball out toward right field. Yelich is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter.
Now at the plate, Franmil Reyes. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand the zone.
Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly. And that's the second out.
The center fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bellinger, a 25-year-old. He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Patrick Wisdom. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two out with the man at first. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
2 balls, no strike.
Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. High and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They still trail. And here's Christian Yelich now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. And the pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Michael Brasso. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Keston Hiura stands in as he looks at a called strike. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
To the plate now, Jesse Winker. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Digging in, Andrew McCutchen, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a high pop-up. Swanson is calling for it, and that retires the side. Brewers strand a couple, but they're up 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they've been frustrated hitting into ground out after ground out, but it's up to them to adjust. They know they're getting a lot of pitches down in the zone, so they either need to learn to lay off or find a way to get under those pitches a little bit more, because clearly the balls on the ground aren't benefiting them in this one.
Thank you, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Cubs are back to even now at 1 run apiece.
And with 1 swing at a bat, no hitter gone, shutout gone, and now we got a tie Wago. Anything can happen.
Now back
at the plate now, Christopher Morrow. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Tucker Barnhart comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
No.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Little chopper back to the mound. Adames brings it in, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, the pitcher.
Ready for another chance? Justin Steele. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Up with it, Contreras. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run.
On to the bottom of the 5th, all tied at 1-1.
Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The catcher, William Contreras.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Back outside.
A bouncer up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Now batting, number 36.
Into the box, Pablo Reyes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A bullet to first base. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play.
The pitcher, number 53.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Brandon Woodruff. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Brewers go down quietly. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Home run number 65 for him here. And the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
0-1. 1-1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batter.
Now in the box, Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Through 5.5, it's now 2-1 Chicago. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Willy Adames. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch on its way. No offer at a letter high change. It's ball 1. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's out number 1.
The batter, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Ready for another shot now. Christian Yelich. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. That evens it up 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Swanson brings it in, and quickly there are 2 away.
Now batter, the third baseman, Michael Brasso.
Digging in now, Michael Brasso. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0. 2-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. So here's the cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. No balls and 1 strike. A runner on first with 2 away. grounded to short.
Swanson scoops it up.
And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Brewers strand one. They're down 2-1. The next Cub up, Patrick Wisdom. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The 1-0 home. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Alfonso Rivas comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Christopher Morrow is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Now batting, the catcher.
So now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Adrian Hauser takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. In now, Justin Steele, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. And it's 1-1. And this will be fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Winker will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-1 Chicago. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in the outfielder, Jesse Winker.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that one is gone.
Boy, when this guy gets in the groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the 1-run lead. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Now a swing and a miss, and McCutchen is set down for out number 1.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Standing in now, William Contreras, and it's fouled away. He's 1 for 2 in this one. One and one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Pablo Reyes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. No hits to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers get a run, and it comes here on the long ball. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Ready to begin the 8th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Ian Happ.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. In the air now, out to left. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Now batting, Franmil Reyes. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Cody Bellinger is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Fouled straight back. He got him, and what would have been an insurance run is instead Luis Urias will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 2, Luis Urias.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Michael Rooker will come on to take over on the mound now, and he'll hit in the third spot in the lineup as a part of the double switch. Suzuki is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting ninth now on the double switch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The average sitting at 292 here to start play. 16 homers and an even 70 RBIs. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Count even at 2-2. And now pitch on the way. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Stepping in now, Willie Adames. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
No outs, nobody on. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Fouled away. The 1-2. There's a sinker that misses for a ball.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep.
And it appears now the dugout has decided to put him on for free, so now the double play perhaps in order here with nobody out.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Go ahead run to third there after the bunt. Sacrifices aren't everyone's favorite play because you give up pressure.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat. Jesse Winker is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Bases are loaded with only one out. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for one, and the run is in to score from third.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Ready once again, Andrew McCutchen. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Oh, now a line drive, and he's not going to have a play on it in right. This ball gets down for extra bases. And a relay home, and he is in there.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
At the plate now, Pablo Reyes, as he'll take a look at ball 1. In there, 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Swing and a liner. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jondo Gustave will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Bryce Terang will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Alfonso Rivas waits on deck. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now at the plate, Alfonso Rivas. First offering on its way. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Yelich. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Striding in, Christopher Morrow. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here comes the first pitch.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. Shot toward second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down. Miguel Sanchez takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Tucker Barnhart will be the first to face him here as he'll stand in with 2 men in scoring position and only 1 away. 1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Stepping into the box, Suzuki, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded weakly to the left. He'll come to the plate with it. They get the force at the plate, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So they tried for the old 1-2-3 double play there, but it didn't quite get moving quickly enough. I'm sure they'll be content to take the out at the plate, however. So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. And tonight's final, 7-3. The Brewers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
The final line score.